Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'll be doing a Bleach 669 review. Today is YAIBA the second. No reason this is YAIBA 2. So you can be such an adorable doll sometimes, Chan-chan. This is doll. I'm not just trying to say adult, but I guess she is. So that power guided by Yachiyo. So my question is, what power exactly? She told us the power she gave her is called Bomb. Gave Kenpachi is called Bomb High. So now here comes the ultimate question: what really is that power? Like, besides its name, like what does it really do? We're about to find out in this chapter finally what does YAIBA 2 means. Which most likely could be the second stage of his sword. Most likely. So let's go to page 3. And I'm gonna go over and I guess more fan art on page 2, which I don't mind the fan art, quite frankly. It's always there, to always be there. You know, so fan art of Kenpachi, of course, when he releases his Sanpakuto. You know, with the black aura surrounding him. So we're not sure that's verified because it was in the episode, so we wouldn't know exactly what color the aura is. But I'm pretty sure it's like it's still kind of yellowish. Changes, you know, its composition after he releases his sword. So let's begin. So it says his Bankai, YAIBA 2. So YAIBA 2 basically is his Bankai, or the second stage. So basically, Bleach usually has its title in English, so this appears to have been left in Japanese on purpose. So seems like so basically when they that little caption right at the bottom was just about the series itself, the fact that it was written in English, Bleach, it seems like in fact it was actually done on purpose to actually make it look as if though it was written in Japanese, but it wasn't. But let's move on to page 6, which seems to be mostly an action sequence with Kenpachi releasing his energy to actually activate his Sanpakuto, and we have Hitsugaya and Byakuya here basically talking. What the hell is that, Saraki? So basically, they're asking what the heck is that? And it's his Bankai. I just don't know because Yachiyo told him, but they didn't tell the others. So okay, here we go. He's getting up. His sword is still broken, though. It's kind of questionable. So let's see. Holy, did that just happen? Look at the captain's skin. It's red. Yes, there was a sudden uptick in your reishi. But as far as Bankais go, this transformation of yours is minimal at best. If this is what you had up your sleeve, I'm severely disappointed. So he has no idea what was about to like go down basically in the battlefield right now. He thinks that because his Bankai is currently broken, he cannot do anything else. Apparently that seems to not be the case, as you know, Kenpachi. He always has something up his sleeve and it always comes in a burst of energy. So let's see what happens on page 9. So surely that mango sword is a sorry excuse of a Bankai. In the end, you were simply fodder, Saraki Kenpachi. With your pathetic sword in shambles as it is, it would be a waste to bring the grace of Hawthorne down upon you. I shall do the honors of smashing you into oblivion myself. So I'm guessing he grants him the power of strength. So he kind of becomes the Bankai. It's like he kind of becomes the final formation of his sword himself, I'm guessing. As you can tell by his face, he's like painted in every demonic version. So basically, he becomes the release state of his sword itself, as I just said, as you can tell by his face. So let's see what happens in this formation. The question is, can he actually control this form? That's another question. Because Ichigo pretty much became Tenza Sangetsu, really, when he had the long hair and everything. He was like a former shadow of Tenza Sangetsu, and he fought Aizen in that formation. So I'm guessing just kind of similar to that, in which case, let's get to page 11. So it's an action sequence. And page 12, of course, at the top of page 12, here we go. This hair is killing me. Although I just trimmed it yesterday, it's still killing me. So he's able to rip him to shreds, basically, in that form, based on what I can actually do. He's very gruesome. So from now, from my standpoint, it looks like Kenpachi cannot control that form yet, but he's tearing the heck out of his opponent. He's tearing him limb from limb, and I'm guessing he's using his hands to do so. You fool. Must I say it again? Chopping my arms off will gain you nothing. It's like basically being in a hollow state at this point. You know, he's just like doing crazy like movements or anything he can to actually defeat his opponent at this point. There isn't much left to do, but you can see by every time he hits the current enemy they're fighting, because I actually forgot his name, they wound up, it seems to be a very impactful hit. So the shield was sliced and so was his face. This is not possible. My shield has been... So on page 15 to your right, you see him pretty much getting punched by Saraki. He goes flying back. His shield has been sliced in half, which usually shouldn't happen, but it did. This cannot be. What is this power? This guy is like, oh shit, he's falling over the edge. Pretty much. So now you guys, somebody has to like stop him from falling over the edge. If not, he's just gonna cause a huge crater on what is Sedite. Okay, this guy has wings now apparently. Ridiculous, impossible, ludicrous, inconceivable for a mere Shinigami to be able to corner me like this. Even in my worst nightmare, such an absurd farce could never happen. Okay, so right now he's basically very agitated at the simple fact he seems to be losing this battle. So he pulls out the wing, seems and that makes a difference. What's with his face? Not feeling with your tail between your legs. That is the proof of the absolute peak of your foolishness now. Turn to ash and be gone. Okay, what is he doing? Tell me he's gonna fly too. So let's see if Kenpachi's gonna put a pair of wings on us as well, because apparently it seems like it's headed down that direction. So in the end, the opponent gets cleaved in two. So that leads the question. Now that this has happened, will Kenpachi just like time out overall with the power and just pass out? And probably he's going to be taken somewhere to like a medical facility to actually regain his strength? Or will he continue his rampage and attack his friends, which are behind him as well? Because right now it looks like as though he cannot control the power. So right now he seems to be, his friends seem to be in a serious bad situation right now with Kenpachi out of control and this power. So cleaved in two at the end of this chapter. So basically this is the end for Bleach chapter 669. Pretty fast paced, you know, not much going on, just mostly action based. YAIBA 2 is called, and this basically has to do mostly with formation or stage 2 and Kenpachi's basically awakening, and he's pretty strong in this stage. But the question still remains, can he control it? I do not know. But for now, thank you very much for watching this Bleach reaction and review. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget that if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. You can also leave a comment if you want. You can like you can also like, and you can also follow me up on Twitter as well. So have yourselves a nice day.